Hey guys, welcome to Genshin Impact. Let's get started, shall we? So, we got a couple things that we gotta do. How long until that event, actually? 5 days? Okay, so we can probably save it. So, we got a couple things that we need to do. So, party. Alright, as for main, we're gonna go. We'll go with him.
Keep your eyes wide open.
Alright, so now let's go all the way to here. We're just gonna get this 100 and something thousand. This 360,000 more. No ands, no ifs, no buts. I do have a little bit of time to try to get 3 conches. You know what? I should actually look for the conches first.
Stabilize! Time for retribution! This is order.
Alright, so we got a couple things to do before, okay, we got one of those.
Gather! Gather!
One with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Useless.
Stabilize!
Okay, so we got all 3. Nothing really in the middle. Okay, so we got that one. These seed granolas I don't really need.
Here to
Gather! I will have order! Gather!
Wind strike.
look at the inside.
Verdict is... solidify! Order guide you!
First one's down.
I will have order. Burn!
My
Wind strike. Useless. Lament. Here. Foreign. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Order guide you. Solidify.
winter
I guess that was it.
shall eventually come.
I don't need an umbrella.
I really don't need to do the ley line thing. Not yet, but... I mean, not the ley line, whatever that other shit's called. The phantasmic thing. I'm gonna do that before Sparabus. That much I do know. But I gotta use my resin. I gotta do the story quests. I gotta do my commissions. Gotta wish for Yoyamiya. Do the side quests. Stuff like that.
Another test subject.
Useless. Into the wind.
There's no end. Time for retribution. You know what the thing I do. Stabilize. Should replace my hammer.
Okay, I've used all of it today. So I'll have about 40 left over. We got the wolf to do, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Cancel that. Go all the way here. Oop. Since it's resistant and immune to Animo and Cryo, we're gonna use Pyro, Hydro, Electro. Just for the sake of finishing up. Alan.
Solidify.
Tidal wave. Ja, ja, ja.
What's my weapon for child? Level 50? I mean, we can try to get... Yep. We're gonna level up Tartalia's bow. First and foremost. We're gonna get his bow ascended at least. As for what we do next with that, I don't really know.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Ja, ja. Shouldn't let your guard down. Ja, ja, ja.
Take this! Bellowing thunder!
Verdict is... Solidify.
You're mine. Ja.
Solidify.
I should have aimed it a little bit further away.
Stabilize.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Time for
Fuck it, you're dead.
retribution.
Smack you on your nose, that's what kills you. Dumb dog. If you're annoying, and you make it like just bullshit, I'll call you a dog instead of a wolf. Cause that's all you gonna get.
Add Astro.
Okay, yeah. Now, is this water or is this ice? Because I have options for both of those. Yeah, okay. So, as for this guy...
Sounds good to me.
Kazuha... Yep, everything looked good. Because Tartaglia ain't gonna be able to damage them in this cost duration skill, so I would need to choose people with low costs, especially with ult. I mean, not low cost, but low time regeneration.
Solidify.
One with nature.
Verdict is... Gather. This is order.
Thunderclap!
As one with wind and cloud.
Only have one. Let's see what we get. Good enough for me. Oh, hey, we got to level 60, so that works out. Next thing, commissions.
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
As for this, we're gonna choose somebody that's got a little bit more fight into him. I actually feel
Keep your eyes wide open.
Tartaglia and Casso is actually a good match.
All right, let's head off.
Alright, as for the people I'm going to be using, because he's still got some, yeah, still got some friendship level we gotta do.
Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Fall clear weather all around, brightens the heart.
My apologies. Bellowing thunder.
Would I say that I am the strongest as of this current point? No. There's somebody with basically all characters at level 99. I have a ton of progress to get to in order to even match his composition of team. I mean, out of a lot of people, I might stand a little bit of a chance, but considering where he's at.
Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
The wind knows me. Clouds high, birds call.
Come on out. Gotta dash. Make myself. Take flight. Lightning flash.
Wind strike. Time to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time finding the other one. Oh, it's Balloon. Well, how much do we got left? For Kasaha, that is. Just a little bit, but it feels so massive.
One with wind and cloud.
Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Alright, so next we're gonna go here. Hopefully today's the day we get Yoimiya. It's getting close to the point that I'm gonna have to spend money for making a wish for that character. But who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky for this pool. But I'll wish after I do it. I know next 5-star I get is Yoimiya if I wish for her.
Add Astro.
I still don't have enough. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Well, since I don't have enough, we're just gonna go with the main team. As soon as we get that machine shut down into our Tartels, that'll be good. Because then I can actually look in here without getting my balls fried by lightning. Okay, well, see you in a few hours for the next quest part. Okay, so we got that done. We're gonna go ahead and complete this. Because I'm actually interested in continuing the story. And after I complete the story to such an extent, will I continue to, let's say, with the events and stuff like that. Spiral Abyss is something I gotta do too. And reputation commissions.
This must be.
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order.
You know, I just thought this. Ayaka's actually really pretty with that little mole underneath her eye.
So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
I think she was.
Welcome.
Oh well.
I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato,
That was a weird
you'd like
face.
us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem.
Silk
Based
flower.
on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but as you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves,
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
you could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
I have silk flowers I can give you for free.
So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
Yep.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
I guess we're getting a kimono.
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
I remember when I first came to Inazuma. Hard to believe it's been about 5 weeks.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
I see him. Nope, somebody else.
Look, there he is.
Looks like we found him.
I thought the guards were gonna stop me.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see... It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. The vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. And reported to the authorities. Well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never. Wait, what?
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues? For you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine. Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like—
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go.
We're gonna find a cave. I can already feel it now. We're gonna find a cave, a crevice, a camp, a trapdoor. We're gonna find something. That's wholly not unique, but
Stabilize.
at least we know what we're looking for.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
There should be more sideways. Yep, it goes this way, so they had to take a right.
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch?
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convict.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right? You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the Look at that, no response. You know I'm right. Face it, this is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
I'm gonna fucking destroy you, you son of a bitch.
You are despicable.
Hey, I just had an idea. Since
Business?
pay up, and you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
I'm gonna enjoy defeating you.
You're just a big...
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed,
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now...
Whirling move! Into the wind! Tidal wave! Yeah! No time.
You know a thing or two.
Boom. What, you wanted to fight me? Enemy reinforcements coming? Here, have a nuke. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy destroying you.
To the ferry. To move.
More!
Finally,
Well, that's resolved then.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato, Traveler, are you hurt?
Nope.
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you.
You'd best do a
6-8.
Great! Now we can find...
Buy silk? You mean you need some of this?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or... Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. And as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to... There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay you. You have helped me greatly, and I will never... I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well.
But
And thank you for the silk, Mr.
See you then. Bye! Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
the fuck?
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today...
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods.
True.
Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
No, you're actually thinking your thoughts. Personally, I agree.
Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay. Lightning flash.
That takes care of that. Oh yeah, as for quest lines... Hey, at least we get tons of more from it. So, something good happens.
Hey there, we're back.
Welcome back. So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already. I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
Didn't we just rescue that silk for Kurisu? They look like the same fabric.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too.
Knew it. That's what you were secretly
It's
whispering.
just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh, are you sure? Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes. Well, if you're something else I've been wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
It's so true. People dress in all kinds of... Some people like to wear a hood, some cover up half their face with a mask, some just straight up dress like a peacock.
Fontaine.
And some have their tummy on show. Others wear skin-tight leotards and leggings. If you can imagine it, Paimon guarantees that someone...
Really? So there is no single standard and people just... So fascinating. Somehow, I feel a little envious.
Wait! So you want to dress like a peacock?
What the fuck?
No, of course not. I just mean... I admire those who are able to do as they please. I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Well, you're in luck, Ayaka, since I actually wished for you and I actually have you. You'll be traveling with us.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total,
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait. For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Yep. we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome!
Oh, Miss Kiminami.
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for...
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed...
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting, traveler. Tiny customer. Please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily. It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
She has to run to do it, okay.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
I can already guess what it is, but we'll wait and see.
So, you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me. Not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
That's it. Casual attire.
The first time ever? Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Well, to be honest, she's in high society. It's a medieval society as well, kind of. Feudal society. Most of the time, people are too afraid, for one, for their own livelihood and well-being. Two, it's not really condoned for the commoners to look up to their feudal lords. It makes a lot of sense. But it's good that she's at least trying.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
I'm so sorry, traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from...
As you can see, this house is right next... Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and...
Right! If there's something you want to eat...
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
Name a dish. I will make it.
Dish from overseas? So anything from outside... If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we? Hey! Don't...
Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was pizza!
Pizza?
Okay.
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven.
That does sound pretty...
I'll make 2, just for the hell of it. Pizza mix, onigiri, egg roll, stir fried. I have a feeling it's a blue dish. Mushroom pizza? Surely we got something else. Nope, only pizza we got is mushroom pizza.
Is the pizza ready?
I made 5 extras.
Oh, it's ready.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing?
Whoa,
Is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking...
yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Now I really...
Want us to teach you how to make...
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free.
Yeah, it's food. Everybody
You're a
eats.
wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now.
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Correctamundo. Right, now to add the next couple of ingredients. Yep, that now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat. Alright, it's done. Long may our reputations and our recipes
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool. Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami Pratt.
Hey! Have you...
Here it is.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you worked up an appetite.
All right, let's dig in before it gets cold. Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one. Oh, and especially that one over there.
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with... and did she...
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. What does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Bullshit, you got 3.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Exactly! You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aw, thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A what?
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often.
You don't say.
And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
It's actually not as wondrous as you sound. It's massive. And it's very inquiring for the ancient ways that used to happen in such a diverse part of the land of Tibet. But, to be honest, it's just like every other place. With a history of its own making, of its own choice.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
Silk in this town for reasons.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. And the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
I already guessed so, but okay.
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you. I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, now we've got what we came for. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Yeah, I already guessed that was gonna happen. But now we get to meet the famous being, which seems to be underneath the city, so I can already assume where we're going from here. So yeah, this is not of human origin. Fatui are we gonna run into, or what else is going to happen?
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ugh. If someone lives here, then what?
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely... I'm starting to have second thoughts, but since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us. So,
Like the rocks.
What does the notebook say exactly?
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that...
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of... Let's get a little closer before...
Good idea!
So we're looking for a flower.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything? There's nobody here. Just this box. Let's see What's inside? Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Adeptus leave any
What's this?
Huh.
It seems to be Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your...
So we're gonna go through the other holes.
Stabilize! This is order.
Here will do just fine.
Alright, let's see what the note... Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure! What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? You're making Paimon nervous. Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. But, based on her expression, probably not a treasure map.
It's about something very
What
intricate.
could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Was she friends with Ball?
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Yes, I have. I think I have to share the truth of this notebook with you both, even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a...
Not a Fox Envoy. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the note. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most... What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular... This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki...
So, that means that the kimono design...
are things that my mother wished to try. Yeah, I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you. But to me at least, my mother's behavior is or to put it another way, I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts.
Ayaka...
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. And with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, Every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do. After my father passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the sight of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot. Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival.
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softy on the inside, and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me...
Oh, so you decided...
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets. So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Sayaka. Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
We can go.
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Paimon wants to come. Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games.
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point. Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go!
So you mean to tell me that this event was up for about 5-6 weeks, basically? Hmm.
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already returned home. I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around. I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
That's the way to go. Whoop.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see it.
Hey, look at that stall! They have so many masks! Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around?
That used to be the custom, yes. And today, it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast.
Hey! Is that who I think?
Oh, greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka wherever we go. Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course! The Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma. Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival. There must be some official business I take.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the site.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Excuse me, one... Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
No, it's... Please, there's no need to make a fuss.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister! If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you.
No. You've been far too...
Don't give me all that. Here you go. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look better.
But... Okay, I think I understand.
It's my pleasure. You have yourself a good time.
Sir, do you have anything for Paimon?
Oh, hello there, kiddo.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the...
Paimon, don't worry.
But...
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that...
What? No!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But Don't you worry, kiddo. I'll have a mini mask made specially for you.
I cannot thank you.
Aw, it's nothing. But I won't hold you up any longer. You should go and enjoy the festival while everything's still lit up.
All right. Oh, wait. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and I just made up any old excuse. But don't think of this as me taking you sightseeing. I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you. Okay, great. Traveler, look! This stall's doing fortune slips.
Miss Kamisato, hello there. You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege. Welcome, welcome. Would you like to give it a...
Okay.
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I pop...
What?
Of course. If you like what you see, then please, be my guest. Same goes for your...
Traveler? Paimon?
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Alrighty then. Whenever... Draw a slip and reveal your fortune.
So, I actually have to choose.
Open it up and...
Whoa!
Which one did you get?
No way! Traveler? Wow.
Ah, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from the world means. Wealth shall come to you. You shall reap a bountiful harvest, and all shall transpire in line with your wishes. In other words, your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
Here's the thing, though. I did not want to do a fortune slip. I was forced to. So I did not make the choice because it didn't say to allow her to only be able to choose one.
What a great...
Congratulations.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
The reason why it says that is because I'm just blessed by my God and by Jesus.
Well said. Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out.
We're going to a food place.
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat?
Wow, it all looks so good. Is it okay if Paimon has... But, ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants the...
Sure.
Uh-huh, those look good too. Ooh, but...
All right then. I too shall have a Sakura mochi.
All right, coming right up.
This Sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir, Paimon would...
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a...
Ooh, a new recipe?
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that tantamount to giving away your trade secret?
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it? She and I are good friends. Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf...
Thank you so much. I will...
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that. There's no greater feeling than creating delicious food with your own two hands. You should definitely give it a try.
I will, once I've learned how to make it.
Oh, definitely! Can't wait!
Alright, I'll do my best.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it's...
Oh, we have 60.
It's been super fun. Paimon approves.
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience. This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque, and pray that it will come true.
Okay, I'm forced to do something else that I'm not really wanting to do.
The way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes too.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun! Shall we give it... Oh, wait, there's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling kind of fuzzy after eating so much just now. Not the best time for an intense burst of mental activity.
2 prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish? Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rope.
Wait, so they'll be on public? Alright, what?
That will do for mine. May I see yours? This is you and your brother, isn't it? It's lovely.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it, and you should too.
I believe it too. Your wish will surely come true, and I will keep you in my prayers.
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukak?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends. I do hope that wish can come true. Thank you. That gives me hope.
Even if I gotta shake the land of Inazuma myself, I'll do what I can to ride it.
I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm afraid so. The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival. You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you? Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you. So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And it's just so carefree and happy. If I ever get the chance, I want to go again.
Alright.
You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. With both of us having a brother, sometimes I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your brother back. I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world.
Exactly.
You will find him. Come what may, you must never give up. I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support you. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
An actual cinematic? Huh.
I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment. Please, keep your eyes on me.
Alright. Oh, you want to sing? Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Congratulations.
What do you think of my dance? Did you like it?
8 out of 10.
It was so pretty. Beautiful.
It was our fault.
Elegant. And something else Paimon can't put into words. Paimon doesn't really know what it was, but it is art.
It was very artful.
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters. I just had a sudden urge, and I... In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching. That goes for you, too. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time. Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today. I can see myself the rest of the way back. Good night, traveler.
So wait, the traveler's singing? Well, show me if I will get you before I do this quest, Yoimiya. Well, I'm getting closer and closer to summoning you. Okay. 2, 8, 14, 20, 26, 32, 38, 44, 50, 56, 62, 68. 74. 80. So next temple will be Yoimiya. So we have 10 single wishes we can do in order to get her. How exquisite that will be. Theater Mechanicus is finished with, so we need not worry about that. Good, I actually have to go this way. There's a side quest over here. Lavender melon. Okay, we can use that as a slice on top of the pizza. Little slices of the inside of the melon. Other than that, it would still have to have the cheese. So, topping would have to be lavender melon. You can go lavender melon sauce, but I don't think that would be too good.
train.
We're looking for the Great Mujina Yokai!
Do you know where it lives? Great Mujina Yokai?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Sounds like an interesting being.
One time, the Great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river. Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away.
My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want.
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be...
Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Mujina Yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything.
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest.
Yeah. So, as long as we get home before it gets its strength back...
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is. Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world. We should tell them so they don't waste all their time. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need to...
Huh?
No way.
That's impossible. My dad wouldn't
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous.
That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely...
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it.
Yoimiya, huh? Wait.
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away and...
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day!
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie.
But...
Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look out for them. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this?
To be honest, I think she's just going with her sense of wonder and awe. Using it, and then we'll be able to keep them from going away.
Guys, don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist?
But we've never seen it for...
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help. It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it! Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya.
Thanks, Yoimiya. Sure thing. Will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
She's great with kids.
So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not the Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't.
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that it was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is...
So in a way, this monster is all a product of
your creativity?
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist, nah, 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 I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying. Right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what. The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah! Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you. In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show.
Okay.
Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Alright, so main thing is we're gonna try to complete the
as per our contract.
Oh god, you. Okay.
Verdict is...
Access denied.
Wind strike.
Blaze over.
One with nature.
Solidify!
Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Gather! I will have order! Time for retribution!
Next on the agenda.
I'm guessing that means Kazuha leveled up to, you know, friendship level 10. Yep.
Need to end a few enemies?
Child is at friendship level 7. Speaking of which...
Would you care to... If you ever have...
I don't want to turn those to gold just yet. I want to keep them as purple. That works out. Yeah, that actually did work out pretty good. 506 for Tartaglia. Not bad.
Hey, Pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganahara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganaharas.
That can wait.
Okay.
Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again.
Don't. Rocks, they don't burn. But somewhere along the line, a rock was set alight, and it burned the most beautiful color. People took one look and thought, was that the rock, or was it something else? Because the rock itself didn't burn up. Back then, of course, people didn't know
Let's listen to the
that
story.
this wasn't just any old rock. It was ore.
It was ore, he said.
Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having...
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
Except your ears.
Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making...
Sorry?
Material...
Oh!
Yes! Sorry. Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but... Well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I'd tell my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day. Huh? Well, it just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya?
Ah! Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you...
Sorry.
Hold on. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big...
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash. But when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put him in arrest. Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakajiro is caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganohara's.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks if someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased. Whether it's 10 or even 100 years.
Wow!
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must... Who would have thought that things would turn out the way...
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever the reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my option.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update.
All right. I'll leave it to you then.
Shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Committee.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the house later. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved
On
me
a
from
beach.
drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because you said person and not floating child or a mascot.
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Potential friends. You still haven't answered my summons.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku Decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right. I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right, then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuman tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? Ugh. What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
So, what you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom! And then seeing all the lights and colors and...
It's teenage Klee.
What I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets.
I actually understand.
Let's head to
very
the city.
much.
I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
I'm actually the same way in a way.
Question! Doesn't it hurt
No.
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Ah, here we are. Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume.
Huh? Really?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute material. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for.
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then. If you insist, pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to.
Be careful who you show that to, who you give that to. Because they could ask for the wrong thing.
When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen. So it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them. Hajime, Mr. Aminoma.
Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually. Yeah. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process. Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make. If I don't finish the—
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only—
But this is a special circumstance, surely! The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the—
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough. Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow! Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but...
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
Alright, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
I have a bad feeling about it.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? I haven't been to Liyue before, but from what I've heard from Miss Beto, it sounds like a really interesting place.
You've met Beto.
But something big happened there recently, right? Didn't their Archon leave all of a sudden?
Yeah, a lot of crazy things went down as a result. Luckily, everyone worked together to stave off a huge disaster that could have wiped out the whole city.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I gotta say, it's pretty remarkable that the citizens managed to step up and keep things going even after their Archon left. I mean, I sure can't imagine Inazuma without the Shogun. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
Actually, to track down an enemy god.
And to find a lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma.
Maybe later
Unlike
on.
the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Yep. Same can be said about a game. You lose sight of why you wanted to play a game to begin with.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
Honestly, I'll probably go to Sumeru, just for its academics. But maybe I'll come visit again at one point.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Did you just wait?
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though.
If it can withstand the storms out on the up...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the...
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm,
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who, to avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now, then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Ten?
Maybe it does. But I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait! Oh no!
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh?
Ta.
Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's third? Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway.
So I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing. The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be...
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let the... But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So I... forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't come. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those material pots? Pots? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
Really? Because I was feeling that he just actually needed help with his problem. Hell yeah. It's the good shit.
Couldn't let your guard down. Who's next? No time to lose.
If it isn't Yoimiya, come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks they...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next pair of Naganahara fireworks.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further...
No worries. Say
no. No. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest, and I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue up.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way,
it's no trouble.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone yet. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru?
Sure. It won't take... The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled... Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better. We sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is, they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Speaking of your family, how's it?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick. Young people are so...
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed. passed.
50 years since what?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over.
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show. We've been together ever since. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the firework. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Ah, what a great relationship they have.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know,
he was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere. But one day, they had a terrible...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get...
What a strange coincidence!
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said, because of... Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after.
Oh, I gotta go get something. I will be right back.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission was—
Oh, this is bad news. I don't— Pops, did you see— Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. We need names. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it. We can't let that happen. It's Matsuzaka and his friends!
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You aren't you gonna— I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woohoo!
The most valuable thing to a kid is candy. And like sweet things.
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a— Yep, we did. It looked like they were—
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, alright? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior, especially for you, Yoimiya.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryou Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you—
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk—
Didn't you hear me? You're not—
Ugh, what a nuisance!
Stay alive!
Fight! Riptide!
Easy.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Huh. Look at that. The one with the loudest? We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
No time to lose.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated. You should have known that you stood no chance against...
I never imagined I'd fall into your hand. If this is to be my fate...
But your return says that you finally came around to my...
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission. The one who made this boat will also be...
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But
what are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. See, I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just...
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you have Keisuke. You seem to like settling things with a duel, so if I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly. If you don't say anything now...
And if you lose...
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro.
Yoimiya.
I accept.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
You can run, but you can't hide.
I must Sir, they are too strong.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand.
Yes, sir.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a fight. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say. Nobody sets off a firework to be alone.
The reason I came back is that... I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of...
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that... After all...
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been... But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree, and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryo Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing?
No. But it is for a reason. I'll do what I can to make things right for your country.
The boat is yours. Huh? I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say?
Don't worry about that. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have... And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Kate. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right into what I was thinking.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple would fall too far from the tree.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the...
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework from me. I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Yoimiya! It was amazing!
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away before your eyes. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Well, we'll be back in just one moment. I have a feeling after we do this, I have a feeling that the next wish I make, I will be getting Yoimiya. It feels like a representation of fate in and of itself. If the next single wish I make is Yoimiya. I mean, we are at 80 out of 90, so very high probability.
Huh? No. Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
She sees the wonder of the world through her fireworks.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one that went up first? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones!
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys, no matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships
You were
lie
trying to make
ahead,
me summon for
I
you
hope
and
you'll
have a
always
5-star.
be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight.
You're making that fireworks seem like the next pull I make is going to be a 5-star, a gold wish.
I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart.
So the only reason that firework was gold was to give free-to-plays a chance to feel like they've summoned a 5-star. But instead of it going angled down, just go straight up.
Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, I could hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me.
Huh.
You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorate... Oh yeah, right! But
as for me... to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before...
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them.
So basically family?
Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our Shogun desires. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist. Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often, but I'm
Really?
proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Usually when I got time on my own, I usually think about stuff like that.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right?
I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still not quite over in my heart. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina yokai. I'm like a big sister to them, so I can't go back on my word. Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, I'd also like to thank everyone for their support. That includes you and Paimon too, of course.
Well, you're gonna have to join my team if you want me to do that.
Oh, but if you wanted to chat,
If you
I'll
want to
happily
do
oblige.
that. If you really want to thank me, you have to join my team.
For you guys, I'll do it for free. I did kind of force it on you after all. Not to mention that I dragged you along with me and gave you all sorts of trouble along the way. I'd feel bad if I charged you anymore. It's fine. Look, how about we make a deal? After you find your brother, tell him to come to Naganohara Fireworks for all his fireworks needs. That way, I'll get another customer. Also, it'd be... I think I'll stay here. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. I'll kick their butts again. I'm joking. Didn't I tell you that my family deals with the commissions quite a bit? We have an easy enough time of it. At the worst, we'd have to apologize, smile, and pay a fine. It wouldn't be the end of the world. You two should be careful, though. Without the same connections, you can't afford to be as reckless as me.
Well, I have a connection to the Geo Archon and the Animo Archon. About to have a connection with that Electro Archon, for good or for worse. I see. The Shogun is about to attack. I have to be ready for battle. Ganyu, I'm leaving out for good reason. But this is going to be a real difficult battle for good reason.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
So, I have a bad feeling about... Not really a bad feeling. I can't wait for the boss fight against Ball.
How strange. It's never this quiet here.
Ba ba ba.
Toma's playing his ventriloquist game again. Toma? Hey, you can come. Oh, not a Huh. What's got Taro Maru?
Hello. Have either of you...
No, we thought he'd be with you.
Then it's as I feared. On the way here, I heard that Toma had been taken away by the Tenryou Commission. I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The fact that he hasn't arrived here as we arranged suggests that it is true. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree. And the 100th vision bearer in question, the one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Toma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Toma said the Tenryou Commission were busy preparing for, that was this vision hunt ceremony?
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the 100th vision, they wish to mark the success of the vision hunt decree to date.
Interesting.
This cannot happen. I must go and rescue him.
So, I get to fight against the Raiden Shogun. Time to see if I'm powerful enough.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go and pull a stunt like that, you're basically declaring you and the Raiden Shogun are... And by doing it so publicly, you might be implicating a lot of other people from the Yashiro...
There is no other option. I must act with haste. The ceremony is about to begin. I will not abandon Toma like this.
Why don't you allow me to go?
He is my friend. To think that not long ago we were all eating hot pot together. But... Okay, I'll wait here for your return. Get back safely.
Don't worry, Ayaka. A friend's life is on the line. We ain't about to mess this up.
I'm afraid my Electro Traveler is not up to speed against such a person. The Raiden Shogun. But how is it paramount to challenging a deity in this game? I fought alongside both Venti and Zhongli, or should I say Rex Lapis. How will I fare against Bol?
Capable of using elemental energy without a vision. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions. The enemy of eternity.
Are you a robot? Quantum Forged sword.
You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Gnosis bound material. You can alter dimensions as an Archon. I see. Tranquility. So you also have practices of a monk. You're gonna be one tough ass battle.
There is much to verify.
Wait, surrounding elemental electro energy as a component?
Brace yourself. This
nice.
is gonna hurt. Verdict is...
This is order. Gather.
Time to get fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Inferior.
You're mine.
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Bring it on.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
I don't like that. So this is why you hated Zhongli, from what I hear.
Evasion is futile.
Boy, I thought you were strong.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Solidify.
Instabilities will be removed. Strike dead.
No time to lose.
That it? What, you think I'm stupid? You lock my skill, but I can still attack you with this.
Strike dead. You face the lightning directly. Commendable.
Think that's enough to stop me?
Shogun, who was that?
Seize her under the decree. Next time, I will strike twice.
In case you've forgotten, the Komore Tea House is the safest place for me to hide in this area. The only thing is, I probably won't be able to leave again for some time. I'll have to leave the next steps to you. Go to Tatarasuna and find the Resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the Resistance is an exception.
Hyman's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sangonomiya's group! The ones who came together to fight the Vision Hunt decree.
That's right. The Resistance was founded by Sangonomiya Kokumi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island.
Currently, it's her subordinate, Goro, who leads them in their war against the Shogun's army. However, the Yashiro Commission is not on especially close terms with the Resistance. So your dealings with us would normally be frowned upon. But you're different. So that shouldn't work against you. As far as I can see, the Resistance shouldn't have any reason to turn you away. The only issue is that we can't be sure of the Resistance force's current location. You'll have to ask around along the way. You'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army at some point, so be sure to stay on your guard at all times. Don't worry about me. I can remain hidden when I want to. I won't make it easy for them.
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission could be right around the corner! Let's get out of
here! I didn't think she could lock skills like that. But that explains the pattern behind her back. To infuse electricity, to go with the elemental ley line, infused within a character. To be able to disrupt it. Well, Yoimiya, how would you be summoned now? So all the way to 90. Very well. It's an interesting journey. So 81 has been wished. It's a good thing I chose Tartaglia instead of Shao. I would have been desolated and decimated. Looks like I forgot one. Well, there's one of the books that I need to find.
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them? We'll just have to make sure we keep our eyes...
I wonder... Last thing I heard was that we'd push the resistance back to just northwest of Musojin Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rear guard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol.
Fair point.
Northwest of Musojin Gorge. So that's where the resistance forces are based. We should keep asking around though, just to be safe.
No time to lose.
Another test.
Oh, hey. You managed to escape too?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Hiki Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place than a war zone. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's complete chaos over there. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it.
They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. Now they're back to Nizuchi Beach. That's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage and ran here. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further away we can get, the better.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt to team up with someone.
Nizuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the Resistance and the Shogun's army are battling it out right now. Let's head over and take a look.
No time to lose. No time to lose.
Hey, look! Do you think that's a Resistance fighter? Looks like he's in a tight spot. Let's go help him out!
I need to. I'll spare you. I've been bested.
You saved me. I thought I was about to die. Thank you so much for your help. I'm Teppei, of the Gobius platoon. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first turn. So, you aren't dressed like Resistance fighters? Have you come here looking to sign up? Great! Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people. Your support will make a big... I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current situation. As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujosara, who commands an exceptionally strong force. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hunt Decree, the fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, but I'd be able to hope. I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now.
She's a special case. She doesn't have a vision, but she can control the elements anyway.
Are you serious? That's incredible. I guess that means you have to let me introduce you to General Goro. He'll welcome you. Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. If only taking down Shogunate Samurai was as easy as you make it look. Anyway, we shouldn't delay.
Follow the...
This is what happened, General Goro. I was surrounded by Shogunate Samurai, and they came to my rescue. They can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that kind of...
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to defeat the Shogun's army and repeal the Vision Hunt Decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, Why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You and I must be certain of your decision. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in Inazuma City.
I fought the Shogun. I took basically a fifth or sixth of her health down.
There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. Why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the vision. After that, they added us to the army's wanted list.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogun. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet."
What? Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Teppei here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line. If you're ready, of course.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know the setup like the back of my hand. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovering there. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back on the battlefield alongside us, we'll all be brothers in arms.
Is this a new recruit?
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully someone I can spar with after I've recovered.
Whoa, whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. You're getting ahead of yourself. That wound of yours isn't something that's gonna clear up in a few days. Teppei, did you bring this one in? How are things on the front?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined, but we're holding our own. At one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the tide, but I didn't flinch. I drew my blade and charged straight into the fray. 4 shogunate samurai.
Look at you. When did you grow nerve?
This lady stole the show, though. When she saw me tiring and falling back, she burst onto the scene and took down a whole group of them in one fell swoop. I heard she even stormed the Vision Hunt ceremony, and that the Raiden Shogun herself failed.
Amazing work. Still, I can believe most of that, but her facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Teppei. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi. Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, I was starting to lose hope in our ability to hold out much longer. But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Teppei's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible so I can get back out on the front line.
That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there itching to get better, I'm still out there training hard despite my injury. Even though it burst open again yesterday.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to dress it with? I heard about a remedy recently that uses wild bugs. All you need to do is grind. They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast to completely.
Sure, I'll take one.
Sounds a little strange to me. I would have thought wolf hooks would.
Well, how about we let our new recruit decide? If you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, please gather some. But if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Personally, I recommend we try. Thanks for your help. All right, I knew you'd back. I can't guarantee it'll work, but if it does, everyone will. Why don't you hand me the ingredients? It's a bit of a chore to prepare.
Ow! Huh? Looks like this might actually work. Not bad, Tepe. As soon as I'm better...
Sparring? You have a one-track mind. When you first applied it, it felt like you were rubbing salt into the wound. But then the pain disappeared and there was just a cool sensation. I swear, I can feel my body repairing itself already. Still, and thanks to both of you for looking after us so well. The day I'm discharged...
Just glad we were able to help. Alright, I'm gonna continue giving our new recruit the grand...
Don't forget to visit the training grounds! Get some practice in before...
Calm the training grounds. That reminds me, they should be doing archery training over...
What? Archery? You know what? It's been about 4... Oh, you damn person.
Tidal wave.
Ignorant fool. Be gone.
Stabilize.
Time for retribution. Shouldn't let your guard down.
This is Her Majesty's gift. This bond belongs to ice.
I'm about to say something, then you just wanted to start a fight. Like I was saying, it's been about 4 hours. We're gonna start this into later on. So I'll see you on the next video. See you.